Hi everyone, welcome back to Peaceful Oracle. This is your Oracle and Tarot card reading for October 11th to October 17th. And as usual, I will be pulling some tarot cards for each zodiac sign, which there will be timestamps below in the description box for that as soon as I get done with the general weekly forecast here. So as we're going into this week of October 11th to October 17th, it's going to be really important for us to have some clear goals going forward, because this is a time where there is a lot of manifesting going on. So this is also a really good time to manifest. That's why it's good to kind of be really clear about what you want, because it's like the opportunities are available, the doors are opening. And I think that a lot of us can feel that. I think that we can sense that there's something really big shifting and a lot of blessings coming in for us. But also alongside that as well is that with the shift, sometimes it also means that there's endings to some things. So it's kind of like a mixed bag. There's some things that you might feel like really excited for. And then there might be some things that you're kind of sad about, or you're kind of processing, or there are things leaving. Another thing that they're showing me is that a lot of us are also going through this a grieving process of things from the past, things that are just ready to go, things that just baggage, not necessarily, I'm feeling it's like more like baggage. It's not like, for example, if there's a person from your past, it's not necessarily always just the person themselves that you have to say goodbye to. It could just be maybe like an older relationship of the dynamics of that time, like letting the events that transpired go. So I feel like that's more specific in terms of what we're letting go. It's more about how certain experiences have affected us, and allowing ourselves to forgive and to feel ready to not carry that baggage with us as we go into this next year. I think that October, November, and December for me feels like it's going to be a month of that, like this purging and getting really clear about where we want to go, where we want to head. And it also feels like a lot of you are like not holding back, like you're not holding yourself back anymore. There's no more self-sabotage. It just, things are starting to click into place. It feels like the bigger picture is becoming more clear. So clarity seems to be the word that keeps coming out for me. So I feel like that's going to be a main theme for this week, is clarity. And it's going to just become even more and more clear as time goes on. So it's just, I feel like October just got started. Like it's like we just got started. This is just the beginning. So I know that the energies are really intense, and I really feel like a lot of people are kind of going through this shift. But just kind of stay with it. There's something happening. There is something brewing. There are lots of endings and new beginnings, and we're right in the middle of that transition period. And some days you may feel like you can't sleep, and other days you feel like you're just sleeping all day. And, you may feel like you're really hungry, and then you eat 2 bites and you're full, or you're nauseous and you can't keep anything down. You might just, if you are kind of experiencing certain symptoms, always go to the doctor. I'm not a doctor, so just putting that out there. But there is something to be said about certain spiritual experiences where we do undergo some kind of physical symptoms, where we don't, like, our energy levels are affected, or appetites are affected, or sleep is disrupted, that kind of thing. So just kind of take care of yourself, be attentive towards your needs, pay attention to your body, don't neglect your body, because we do store a lot of those emotions and, hidden things in our physical bodies as well. So it's really important to purge, to purify, to cleanse out, and detox every day that stuff. And if there's some things, what I'm hearing is if there's some things that we're really, really resistant to letting go, I'm hearing the words, like, do it with this, it's like this softness, like, don't put too much pressure on it. Like, just allow it to just unfold. Like, if you kind of feel like your approach to the healing process is a bit too aggressive, I'm kind of feeling like the aggressiveness is going to create more resistance. So allowing things to just kind of be as they are, to just let them sit there, you'll find that allowing their presence to be there will allow them to take their exit. Like, it's almost as if the minute you stop fighting it is when it's like, okay, I'm going to go now. You know, it's like, but as long as you keep fighting, it's like, it's become stubborn and it wants to stay there. So it's kind of like, can we allow ourselves to just sit with this really uncomfortable emotion? And if not, why is that? Or is it something that we really just need to take a break from and come back to it later and exercise forgiveness and compassion towards ourselves, that there are some things that we're not ready to look at right now, or we need to do it with like little teaspoons, you know, or we need someone to help us. We need someone to hold our hand. So kind of reflecting on what is it that we need and where are we resisting, and like where are we at right now? Kind of make this assessment of where are we at right now and where do we want to go? What are we willing to do to get there? Okay, so yeah, let me get into the cards here. So transformative. This is like a hugely transformative time. Just not this week, you know, it's like just in general, there's so many beautiful things coming in. And I know that there are some things where you may feel like, I don't want to let that go. I'm not ready to let that go. And it's just like, allow yourself to kind of go through that process, go through that resistance, and allow yourself honor that experience of, you know, there are some things that mean so much to us and that we're attached to, and ask ourselves, like, why, what is it doing? What is it doing for me? What does that mean for me? And what would it mean if I let it go? What would that mean? So there's a lot of reflecting here because the thing is that I really feel like there's something beautiful that wants to come into your life, but it's like we can't have this old stuff there and the new stuff, you know, we have to. And what they're telling me is the reason why is because with the old stuff, if you're holding on to like old pain or old baggage, it's like our minds are there's still some like spiritual growth that needs to be done in order for us to let go. And when we are at that stage of letting go, like when we're in that acceptance stage and we've kind of purged something out, when the new blessings come in, it's like we are attuned or aligned with those blessings to the point where we can receive them in the way that they deserve to be received. I hope that makes sense. I'm just kind of like, I'm channeling this, so I'm trying to understand what they're telling me here. So it's like, so yeah, I hope that makes sense. It's like we kind of have to be in the right space on the inside in order for us to understand or have the gratitude or to be able to really receive the blessing that wants to come in. Because if we're not in the right space, when the blessing comes in, it's like we might not really understand what's happening or see it as a blessing, right? So it's like, or know what to do with it. Like, it's like you're a gift, but there's something you need to do with it, make something with it, create a life that you want with some kind of blessing or opportunity that comes your way. So what I'm kind of hearing is that, you know, go into this next week with the mindset of, you know, where is it that, like, what is life trying to show me that it wants me to kind of shift some things around, so I can attune myself to these gifts and blessings that I know are coming in for me. So I hope that makes sense, because I was trying to understand it myself while I was explaining it too. Okay. Middle of the week here. Yes. Okay. Listen to your intuition. Your intuition is going to be really loud, really clear. Some of you may be having very vivid dreams and premonitions is what I'm hearing. So pay attention to your dreams and premonitions. Listen to, you know, what things are, like what you're hearing. And also the ideas and inspiration that are coming out for you, let them flow out of you. I'm also hearing trust with the intuition, like the word trust. Even if you don't see like where this is going to head or lead, just put one foot in front of the other. There's some things that we're not meant to really see like the whole picture. It would kind of interfere with the path that we're meant to walk if we kind of are able to see, you know, exactly where we're headed. So it's like, just trust that there's a plan, trust in that intuition. It kind of feels like, it just feels stronger than just like, oh, I think I'm supposed to go this way. No, there's like this really strong like intuitive hits that we're getting where it's like, no, I am like almost 99% sure that this is the direction I'm going in. So I'm going to go that way. And whatever comes up for me, I know that I will have the strength, and I know that I am ready to handle whatever comes my way. So that's going to be really important to tune into here. And also, we also have let love be your beacon, which is, again, follow your heart and also follow what you know. There are some things that I kind of feel like are happening with a lot of us that don't really necessarily make sense on the physical plane. You know, like from a logical standpoint or from a practical standpoint, some things just kind of don't make sense, but they do have a way of working out because spirit is in control. Is what I heard. So that's going to be really important to pay attention to as well, to not get stuck up in the head and not get tied in with the rational mind. I'm not saying don't use your rational mind or don't be practical or realistic about things. What I'm saying is that there are some things that may kind of transform into your life, and it may kind of be like, but how would that be possible? Or I don't see how that would work. It's like, just don't worry about how it's going to happen. Just know that this is kind of like the path that you need to walk down, and follow that heart, follow that inner knowing that I don't know how this is going to happen, but I know that it will at some point, someday, or, this will kind of take form. And I know that these are the things that I need to do in my everyday life or for myself in order for me to kind of get myself to that space. And then bountiful harvest. So there's a lot of reversing. I'm hearing there's like a reversing, or there's a shift in tides. There's like a huge paradigm shift. And for a lot of people, I feel like, who have been waiting for their abundance, waiting for love, waiting for the things that are truly meant for them, I feel like that's shifting now, and there's like things coming in for you, and it's, it's building and building and building, and there's just so much that wants to be given to you that we need to be able to get to a place where we can, open ourselves up to receive. So I'm hearing like preparation is really important right now. We need to be preparing for the things that are coming in for us. So, okay, going into the weekend, October 17th to 18th, what do we need to know? Okay, I feel some anxiety here. So I'm also hearing like there's just might be, just feeling like, I don't know if I can do this, or I don't know if I'm strong enough. I don't know if I am capable enough. And I think that's another thing that we can look at. Like, what do we believe we're worth? What do we believe? Do we believe we're worthy of these blessings, of this harvest, of love, of abundance, everything? Because you are worthy. And I think that a lot of times it's just programming, where we are programmed because that's where we're safe. I really believe that we tell ourselves because it feels safer to just believe that we're not worth something, because it keeps us small. We don't aim too high. We don't take risks when we don't believe we're worth it. It's like, oh, I'm not going to try. I'm not worth it anyways. Right? So it's like, we just play small. That's safe. That's cool. I'm just going to stay here where I'm comfortable. And I think that there's like a challenge here for us to like look at maybe some of those excuses that we make to not shine, to not be empowered, to not rise above, to not step out of our comfort zone, to not accept more than what we are allowing ourselves. So that's going to be something that might come up as well this weekend. That's what I felt. Okay, card for this coming weekend. Look at that. Yeah. So with here, what I heard was there are things that some of you have been like planning and dreaming of for like years, maybe even decades. Like this is stuff of like childhood dreams almost is what I feel. It's like things that you knew about yourself, or you kind of knew that your life was going to go in a specific direction from like childhood. And then I feel like what happened was, you grow up and you go through all these experiences and you kind of forget about some of those things that you knew about yourself when you were a kid, or, some of the things, the dreams that you had for yourself, or what you thought you were capable of. But it kind of feels like some things are coming back around. Like some things are just making total sense. And it's almost like a puzzle piece. All the pieces are starting to fit together like a jigsaw. And it's going to be so important for you to believe. I keep hearing believe in yourself, believe in yourself, believe in yourself. This is so important to believe in yourself, almost like to the point where it's like ridiculous. You have to have like an over exaggerated, like give yourself permission to be ridiculously confident to the point where people will see you as just like that's so risky to be that, like you're overconfident in yourself. Like I want you to be that confident in yourself. I want you to take those risks. I want you to believe in yourself. I want you to believe that you're going to be that 1%, like in the sea of all these people doing the same thing, that you're going to be the 1% that rises above, like that level of confidence. So, and that's going to be really important for you to believe in yourself, because the way you talk to yourself, the way that you treat yourself, the way you see yourself in a genuine way, in a genuine level, is what will come to you. You'll get what you believe you deserve. So that's why I'm kind of like, I'm hearing like this, there's like this push, like this, it's almost like spirit's kind of like there's like this force, not forceful, but it kind of feels like there's like this pushing energy of like, go, 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 like this is what you need to do, have that will or determination to go towards what you want. So very powerful week. It's a powerful, powerful week. Stand your ground. I heard stand your ground, and just, follow that and trust yourself, trust your intuition, trust what you know, because a lot of times also there may be situations where, other people may not like be able to validate what you're saying, or they may try to convince you to go a different way. But I'm hearing like, just trust your instincts, just trust what you know. That's going to be very important. So very interesting week ahead. Just so much stuff happening, and just stay grounded to take care of yourself every day, and be in that space, kind of how I'm almost like wanting to say, like, just kind of tune distractions out and just stay focused. So on what you want. Okay. Beautiful week ahead. I'm excited for it. It's going to be really cool. Okay. So let me get into the zodiac signs, and I will start with Capricorn. Okay, Capricorn, I'm seeing you go on to different pastures, is what I saw. You're going into a different direction. I also see you're going to like be assessing where you are right now. There's something that's kind of, it's almost like you're walking on a path, like you're just kind of going along your own way. And all of a sudden there's something that occurs to you, and it just makes you stop, is what I'm hearing. Like it just makes you stop and think for a second, almost like out of the blue, like you're just stopping and noticing something, and it's making you realize some things. So get ready for some eye-opening realizations this week, actually. There's going to be, there's a shift for you. I have one more card here. Let me see if I can find it. Okay, interesting. Okay. So a change in your abundance. I'm seeing a change in career here. I'm seeing a change in a line of work, and I feel like it's something that you never thought that it would happen. It's almost kind of like random, almost. It's kind of random. It's like all of a sudden you're like, what? Like, no, I thought I was, I was fine. But then it's like all of a sudden you're kind of like, I don't know. So we do have the Three of Swords here, which is oftentimes heartbreak, loss, feeling kind of, rejected is the word hurt. And then we also have the Five of Pentacles as well. I'm going to pull some clarifying cards here because I want to look into this. This is worries. I'm feeling like a pressure on the right side of my head. Is like a tingling. I'm feeling like a tingling. So it's like some of you might be getting a headache, lots of worries, lots on your mind, something that's causing some kind of heartbreak or disappointment here. Worried about something. You're worried about something. Something have to do with your heart. Okay. Let me do some clarifying cards here. Let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles. I'll just clarify each one. Seven of Pentacles, please. Oops. Which one? Okay, Star, yeah. So kind of like something, okay, so what I'm hearing is with the Star card and the Seven of Pentacles, that there might be something that's coming up for you in terms of work where it's like, it's a lot better suited for you. You know, it's just something that you, it's almost like you couldn't allow yourself to be that, but now you are. Now you are allowing yourself to be that, or you're allowing yourself to admit that, like, I actually think I really want to go this way, and I've just never allowed myself to go that way. So there's something here about assessing and kind of like stopping in the middle of what you're doing and realizing, like, there might be like a line of work that you're doing that you realize, like, I think I was just doing this because this is what was there for me, or this is what was available to me. So there's like this shift in direction, and it kind of feels a bit sudden. It kind of feels like all of a sudden you're shifting in a different direction, or that's on your mind. It may not happen like this week, but I kind of feel like it's trickling into your consciousness, you know, like those thoughts, those realizations. It's like it's like a little seed is planted, and it's beginning to form. It's beginning to sprout, and it's going to be something that causes you to stop and think for a second and realize that I think that there's something else here, that there might be something else or a different direction that you want to go in that maybe you never gave yourself permission to go because of restrictions from the people that are in your life, or like the people that are around you. So there's something there with that. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. King of Swords. Yeah. So stepping in more into like an authority, taking on an authoritative stance in your life is what I was trying to say. So it's kind of like you are feeling more confident and powerful in the sense that you want to be able to weave your own destiny. You want to be able to create your own life. And you might be kind of have felt that life was just kind of like was happening to you. And now you might be kind of stepping into a space of, I want to create my own life. Like, I don't want things to just happen to me or fall in my lap. I want to go get what I want. I want things to be a product of what I create. I'm strongly kind of sensing though that a lot of this stuff might be happening in your subconscious mind. Like it doesn't really feel like it's fully bloomed. But it's kind of something that might come up in the coming weeks or in the next few months, or, you know, early on next year, that kind of thing where something is germinating in within you. And it'll be kind of like this eye-opening, like, wait a minute, I think I want to go this way, like changing your mind last minute or something in terms of the course of direction of your life. Something will change. Okay, let's look into the Five of Pentacles here. What does Capricorn need to know about the Five of Pentacles for this week? So decisions, there might be a move. I feel like some of you are moving on to something else, moving on to something. Like, it's almost like you can kind of sense that something is changing or shifting, and it's making you feel a bit confused, or feel like you're kind of out in the cold is what I'm kind of sensing, like how she's out in the cold, but there's like this, but it kind of feels just more like confusion. Like, why am I out here and what's going on? Yeah. So there's something that's kind of catching you off guard, or something that's a little bit, that's causing you to become a little ungrounded. Let me pick one more here. What else does Capricorn need to know about the Five of Pentacles and Two of Pentacles? Okay, so it could be something to do with the relationship here. Yeah. Some kind of partnership. So there's some kind of change that's happening in a partnership, in some kind of union. could be an ending, and it could be kind of like there's a separation coming, or there's like this ending to our relationship. But it's kind of like, it's like just, you can sense, it's almost like you can sense that there's something kind of changing or shifting in the dynamic of a relationship, is what I feel like. So it's not necessarily like there's an ending, but it could just be that there's some kind of dynamic that's shifting. Something just doesn't fit, and it's like almost like there's a need to move out of something. There is a little bit of like fear, and there's this feeling of being like unsupported, or feeling like you're going to be left alone, kind of thing. Okay, let's see here. 3 of Swords. And then we have the 3 of Swords, which is heartbreak here. So what do we need to know about the 3 of Swords? Okay, so there's worry. Yeah, you're like worried about something because of something ending. Let me pick one more for this. 10 of Swords. It does really feel like there's something ending here within like a relationship, or some kind of disappointment or loss in a relationship here. What do we need to know about the 3 of Swords and 10 of Swords? Okay. Let me just pick that card real quick. Hold on. Okay, Temperance. So Temperance is often the card of patience. It's a card of kind of like balancing yourself and waiting and seeing how things kind of play out, and just observing. Yeah, it just kind of feels like there's something there with just like not, I'm seeing like don't take any actions on anything. Like I'm not seeing something physically happening necessarily. I mean, it could be where, like someone chooses to end the relationship or something like that, but it feels more like, that like there's this, you're like watching something unfold, or you're like watching something happen or shift or change, and it's causing a little bit of like sadness or worry, or just really confused in your mind. And I'm kind of hearing like communication will be really good, like talking it out, and kind of processing whatever's like what's going on with you. So yeah, okay, Capricorn. So I think that this week is going to be really important for you to take care of yourself for sure. But I also think communication might be kind of important here. I feel like if you were to communicate with like a partner, that, you might receive some good communication where they will like clear things up. But I really also think like what I'm hearing is don't jump to conclusions. But I think that, but you can also trust your instincts. It's kind of like, something is coming, like, it's happening or something. But I think that there's also it's like something that may take some time. Like, it's not something that, I'm not seeing something happening all of a sudden. I'm seeing like something kind of slowly or gradually kind of start shifting and changing. And I think, okay, hold on. I'm getting something. Okay, so what I heard was, in a relationship, if this is a relationship for some of you, and I'm actually feeling like this might be with career as well, that you might start being able to sense that, for example, if you might be able to sense like something is kind of changing in a relationship. And it's like, it's not going to change right now, but you can kind of feel like it's coming, and it's going to take some time for something to unfold. But what I heard is that when and if the time like something like that comes, that it's going to be something that you took the time to process, that by the time it comes, it's kind of like, okay, I'm okay with this. Like it's not this like traumatic shock. It's like this slowly coming to an acceptance, and then it kind of just gracefully just kind of taking an exit. So it's it feels kind of graceful but sad and something needing to like, you know, process at the same time. So there's like this, there's this dual energy there, kind of. I hope that made sense. Let's pick a guidance card here. A guidance card for Capricorn for this week of October 11th, October 17th. Action. Yeah, so things are definitely moving. They're definitely changing for you. Your life is not going to look the same like this time next year for sure. It's going to like rapidly, like your life is going to look rapidly different from right now. But it's like just kind of take it one day at a time and allow those changes to happen. And if you need support or if you need someone to talk to, or you need this like an understanding on how to process that, then like take that time to do that, because it's going to be really important. Don't bypass it. Like don't do a spiritual bypass where I'm just like, I'm not going to look at this and I'm just going to be peace and I'm just going to sit with myself. You know what I mean? Like it's okay to process things. It's okay to really feel, you know, if you feel sad or kind of left out, rejected, that kind of thing, or worried, it's okay to kind of honor those experiences. So yeah, there's kind of some kind of major shift that's happening, but it has like this slow build to it. And it's kind of like this waiting game almost. And it kind of feels like it's this, but I'm also kind of sensing though, there's this undertone of like, but this is the truth though, you know, like this is whatever is being removed almost feels like it was an illusion to begin with. Like it could be that, for example, if it was a relationship, it's almost kind of like there was this pink elephant in the room the whole time anyways, you know, like there was something there where it was just unspoken and we're just going to live in denial that something is not off or like something's wrong. You know, we're just going to pretend like we're happy. And now it's kind of like we have to look at the fact that we're not happy and do something about it, you know, like that kind of thing. And so it's like, this is the truth of it though. And this is what we've been avoiding. We're not happy, or something's wrong, or this is off, or this dynamic is off, or whatever it is. So it's kind of like, you know, it's almost like inevitable. Like we have to look at the things that are finally coming to light. And then we have to kind of like, there's only so much avoidance that we can do is almost what I'm kind of seeing. So and just take it one day at a time, Capricorn. There is something moving for you, but there's some really kind of beautiful things coming in terms of work for sure. And it just kind of feels like at the end of it, it kind of feels like there's something that you're resisting, but when you get to it, it's like you're going to be really glad that it happened that way. That's what I'm sensing. Like you're going to be happy that it happened that way because this is truly for you, and that I was just pretending like that was for me because that's what I thought I was supposed to want, you know, and now, and I put all this energy into it and everything. And you realize like you're just being drained, you know, and it's not helping you at all. And I actually want to go in this direction, and this just fits me a lot better. So, there's going to be like this happy resolution at the end is what I'm seeing. Like there's something at the end of it that feels like things are finally being put in the right places where they should have been or where they need to be now. I hope that makes sense. I'm going to cut it there because I could probably just keep going and going and going with that. So I hope you have a good week this week, Capricorn. Capricorn, take care of yourself. That's going to be important. Take care of yourself and just take it like one day at a time, and find ways to really nurture yourself this week. So, okay, Capricorn, thank you so much for tuning in. And I'll be moving on to Aquarius now. Okay, Aquarius, what is coming up for you this week of October 11th to October 17th? What does Aquarius have coming up for October 11th to October 17th? October 11th to October 17th, Aquarius. I'm seeing like a bridge, mist. Oh, wow, the sun. Beautiful, Aquarius. Driving on a bridge. I see someone driving on like a misty bridge. Clear direction on where to go next is what I heard. Flight, getting ready to fly. Something about building some kind of solid foundations for yourself, stability, and also something about being like independent within yourself, actually, which is actually not usually the message for a Four of Pentacles, but there's something about kind of being the keeper of your own, of like your own energy, of your own home, but on a, like a, in a more symbolic way is what I'm hearing. Like, I mean, it could be on a physical level where you're, you know, purchasing a home or you're getting married and you're kind of solidifying like a family and, you know, creating this home together. But I kind of feel like there's something here about you know, really trying to build and create something for yourself. I kind of feel like you may find that you're up in your mind a lot though. You know, you're thinking about a lot of things. You maybe be running on autopilot. So make sure you find time to rest and relax and rejuvenate. You might need time to ground yourself. That's going to be really important this month or this week, is to ground yourself, and to, especially towards the end of the week, you may kind of feel a bit burned out is what I'm hearing. I'm also kind of feeling like there are too many thoughts in your head with the Two of Swords. Like you're kind of just not moving or saying anything or doing anything about a certain situation. Let me pick one more. What is the Four of Swords and Two of Swords about? Page of Wands. Yeah. Okay. So there's just something I feel like, you know, maybe some things that you have planned out, or something that you know, or something that you're discovering or exploring. And it's kind of like something that could be a bit exhausting, something that's really tiring. It could be something that requires a lot out of you. But I do see that you're charging full on ahead. I see you excited, and I see you kind of like playing around with different ideas and really being invested in a certain project or something that has inspired you, or something that has inspired like a direction for your life. But at the same time, I also feel as though that direction there's a lot of moving pieces and there's a lot to think about. So I kind of feel like you may feel a bit confused on what direction you want to go in. And I think that it's a really good idea to really take your time and explore your options, and to don't make like drastic choices or decisions like on the spot. Make sure they're really well thought out and you have all your ducks in a row. So have those practical, you know, solutions, real concrete plans for how you're going to move forward on something. And then with the Four of Swords, it really feels like it's going to be really important for you to get some rest, to rejuvenate, to calm your energy down, calm the nervous system down. That's going to be really important for you as well. That's going to help you to stay refreshed for, you know, this work that you want to do, because it kind of feels like there's something that's inspired you, something like where you have clarity, or it's like, and with the Sun card, I also kind of feel like there's opportunities. You see, it's almost like you see hope for your life, or you see like opportunities opening up for you. Like you feel like rejuvenated in your enthusiasm to go towards your life, and then, or the life that you want. And then with the Four of Pentacles, it could be having to do something with building some kind of solid foundation, or something with maybe you're trying to become financially independent, something like that, you know, something of your own is what I'm feeling with the Four of Pentacles, or something that you want of your own. I think that, I'm going to go ahead and pull a clarifying card for the Sun and the Four of Pentacles, because I am curious to see what these are about. The Sun card. What does Aquarius need to know about the Sun? What does Aquarius need to know about the Sun? Yeah, it kind of feels like you're removing your blinders. Like you're not choosing to look at half of something anymore. It's almost like you're choosing to like see the whole picture and see things for what they really are. And that's giving you clarity on where you want to go and what you want to do from there. Yeah, the Hermit. Okay, so it's kind of like allowing yourself to... Okay, I'm kind of feeling like some of you are ready to move forward. Like you're coming out of the hermit mode is actually what I'm seeing. I feel like you're coming out of the hermit mode. I kind of feel like some of you might have been in hermit mode for a while. And it's like that time is up. You know, your time for, sitting on the fence about something is up. But then Hermit card is also about going within and kind of seeking some spiritual guidance, which makes sense with the Four of Swords and Two of Swords here, as you're needing to kind of think about things. So it's kind of like I said before, having like a careful plan of how you want to move forward is going to be very important. So knowing that like you can't just, it's almost like you're not going to just, not going to just like do something impulsively. It's like you're going to want to plan it out, and you're going to want to really make sure that you understand the situation, or you understand the path that you want to walk down. And so it's almost like you're going to take some time to really look within, and you're going to be very careful with like what you tell people or how much information you're disclosing and all that kind of stuff. So this is going to be important for you to really stay true to yourself, and to just go slow. Like, I mean, you don't have to make these drastic decisions overnight, like you can allow yourself the time to think about things and to really go forward in a different direction from something that's been well thought out. So, okay, Four of Pentacles. What do we need to know about the Four of Pentacles for Aquarius? King of Cups. Okay. So this is what I'm hearing is moving into a space of emotional fulfillment for yourself. But it's kind of like you're taking matters into your own hands. You are steering the ship yourself. It's like you're going to take control, and you are going to be in charge of what makes you happy and what will give you that happiness. And it has something to do with, some kind of I'm hearing the word like independence. So there may be something with like just wanting to set off on your own. Maybe you feel like you're tied down to something and you don't want to be tied down anymore. Something like that. So there's something here about, taking action towards building something solid for yourself, moving towards what will make you happy, what will give you that emotional fulfillment. So there's a lot of planning and coordinating here, but it's like you're taking action and moving in that direction because you figured out with the Sun card, illuminated something of what you want or what will make you happy. And from that realization, it's like you're taking the time to go into hermit mode, Four of Swords, Two of Swords, to kind of think about things, and plan out how you want to do this, and make sure that you have that clarity in your plan. And then you also have the Four of Pentacles, which I feel like this has something to do with, it could be like it could be breaking away from family, or it could be going in, like realizing you want a family, or you want to get married, or you want something. But whatever it is, it's like you're taking some steps here. You're taking some steps following your ideas, your intuition, to kind of help you figure out how we're going to make that happen, like how to actually have it come true for yourself. So you're creating your reality, which is really beautiful. So let's pick a guidance card here for Aquarius. Guidance card for Aquarius. The week of October 11th to 17th. Purity. Yeah. Okay. So there's a purge and there's a cleanse coming in for you. I'm kind of feeling like the purge is happening to you more than you doing the purging. Like it's almost like you're not really necessarily seeking it. I think that it's just kind of moving through you is what I'm seeing. There's just things that are coming up to the surface that you're just ready to release or you're ready to let go. So there may be a lot of releasing this. You may find yourself actually kind of tired from that is what I'm hearing, because I'm now seeing it. I'm being drawn to the Four of Swords again. So you may find that you're purging at the same time as you are planning for the future. So that purging may be kind of exhausting because it's a lot of old stuff that's coming up for you. So that old stuff needs to get out though. So it's again, like kind of like ride that wave. Just allow yourself to release what you need to release because it needs to go. It can't come with you in this next stage anyways. So it's got to go sometime. So take care of yourself, be gentle with yourself, be kind to yourself, ask for help, ask for support if you need it. And yeah, so just kind of like allow yourself to take your time in this coming week, because you may find that you're a bit tired from all the changes that are happening within you. So, okay, beautiful reading, Aquarius. I think you're on the right track and you're going in a good direction here. So thank you so much for tuning in. Moving on to Pisces. Okay, before I could even kind of tune into your energy, Pisces, you already have one card here with the Seven of Swords. So with the Seven of Swords, I'm kind of feeling like you're playing something close to your chest. Like you're not really telling your plans. You have something planned, so there's something that it's like you're keeping to yourself. I'm also seeing some of you kind of like escaping or going somewhere else, like needing to get away from something. Like it could be that you have a plan for something, or you have like an idea for something, and there's something there about that. Like there's something tied with that, and it's like, yeah, like you're trying to keep something to yourself, almost is what I'm seeing. Sometimes Seven of Swords is not always like the best card. It's sometimes it's like a card of being a little bit deceptive, but I'm not sensing this in a negative light. I'm kind of sensing this, you're almost like protecting your energy, or you're protecting what you have. You don't want people to know about something because you're working on something, or there's something here about like an idea or like a plan, and it's just not ready to be revealed yet. You're not ready to share it with other people yet. So it's like you're just kind of keeping it close to your chest, and you might feel the need to get away, to go somewhere, to get some space from people, because you could be around people who are kind of like meddling or asking lots of questions or something like that. So that's the energy that I'm picking up from the Seven of Swords. And with the Ten of Pentacles, it could be something related to work. So maybe some of you have like an idea for work, or something that could, make a lot of money or something like that. Because the Ten of Pentacles is a very good card. It's a very, yeah, see, and then we have the King of Pentacles here and the Five of Swords. Oh, interesting. Let me pick a clarifying card for that. King of Pentacles and Five of Swords. Interesting. So there's some kind of secrecy here. Some kind of secrecy. What is this about? Clarifying card for King of Pentacles and Five of Swords. Yeah, I'm feeling like someone's keeping secrets. Plans and secrets. Okay. There could be something where like it could be a relationship, is what I'm hearing. Like there could be like a relationship that is ending, and it kind of feels like like this relationship was long term, like very long, or, it could have been a marriage. It could be, you've just been together for a long time, something like that, something ending there. And, because the World card usually comes up when there's a big ending to a big chapter in a phase in your life. And it kind of feels like there's something here about needing to hold on to your assets is what I'm hearing. So maybe this is a divorce. Or some of you are kind of like planning on that, or that's something that's happening, coming up. Yeah. And there's kind of like this, there's like a need for strategy. There's like a need for kind of like, playing your cards close to your chest. So, you don't give away too much information. There's something here about that. Interesting. So it kind of feels like that's where your energy is, Pisces, here. Let me just pick a clarifying card for the Seven of Swords. What do we need to know about the Seven of Swords for Pisces? Okay, yeah, the Devil. All right, so I don't know. It just kind of feels like there's something very sneaky happening. And I don't know if, I don't know who's being who. Like, I don't know if it's you being sneaky or the other person being sneaky, but there is some kind of like level of deception here. There's some kind of, because we have the Seven of Swords, we have the Five of Swords, and we have the Devil card. So there is something here about deception, some truth not being revealed, some kind of, wow, okay, interesting. And then we have the Ten of Swords, which is worry. So you could be worried about money. You could be worried about like what you're going to get. Yeah. So this kind of feels like you're kind of going through something, Pisces, actually. It kind of feels like there's, someone kind of deceptive in your life, in your sphere. It's causing quite a bit of, it's just a signal. Something's coming to an end for sure. It really feels like this is a divorce, actually. And it kind of feels like it's like a difficult one, like one where, there's just a lot of back and forth, and there's a lot of, like fighting or battling, not fighting or battling, but more of like, trying to get something, or like steal, or like kind of hoard or hold on. Like there's some like ego. There's a lot of ego in here. Let me see. Let me pick out what does Pisces need to know about the Seven of Swords and the Devil? Ooh, look at that. Justice. I love that card came up. Okay, so that's reassuring. I love that, because the Justice card is, the scales being balanced. So for some of you, you have felt like you were deceived, or someone did you wrong, someone stole something from you. It kind of feels like maybe this week there's something there about balancing the scales, because there is like an ending here. So if this is like maybe perhaps like a court case, or, like if it's involving that kind of legal action, there could be something here about, getting what you're owed, or finally being able to put it down. So because there is a World card here, so that's really reassuring as well. And Ten of Swords as well. It's kind of like it's gone as far as it can, and it's done, it's over. And I'm really being drawn to the Sun back here, where there's like a new dawn. There's like a new day. And so, Pisces, you're coming on to a very big ending to something that has caused a lot of just, turmoil or pain or deceit and just all that kind of stuff. So I think that there's a significant ending to a toxic situation. And you're kind of coming into it's going to come up. I don't feel like it's going to happen this week. I feel like this week is more about just processing this thing. Like it's still kind of going on, but it is coming up for you. Pisces, there is something where there is a rebalancing of the scales, and you'll be able to like kind of walk away and start again, and you'll have a new beginning coming up. So you can see that the World card and the Justice is kind of reassuring you here that there is something ending, and it's about to just be over. I'm really kind of feeling like there's something by the end of the month of October, that there's some significant ending that's kind of like happening there. So. Okay, let's pick out a guidance card here for you, Pisces. Guidance card for Pisces. Realization. Yeah. So there could be, yeah. And I really love how she's kind of walking into this new dimension or this new world. So definitely a significant ending. And I think it's well overdue. It almost feels like this is like, oh, thank God. Yes. Let's move on, please. That's what I'm kind of sensing. Like, I don't want to deal with this anymore. I'm done with this. We're over. So that kind of thing. So this is good, actually. You know, it's finally over. Some toxic situations finally coming to an end. I kind of feel like there's just some ins and outs that are needing to be some, you know, tying up loose ends kind of thing, which is maybe what this week is. But I really feel like by the end of the month, this month, if this is you, Pisces, that it's going to feel better in November and December. It's not going to feel heavy like this in October. So you have that to look forward to. So hopefully that's your guiding light. That's your light at the end of the tunnel there. So, okay. Really interesting, Pisces. I wish you the best of luck this week. Hang in there. Thank you so much for tuning in. And now moving on to Aries next. Okay, Aries. Ooh, King of Cups. Moving towards something. Moving on from something. Okay. Four of Swords. And the Death card. All right. So it kind of feels like there's a situation you are done with. There's some significant ending here coming up for you. And this is really common. I think that this is going on for a lot of people, a lot of signs. So October has been a month of it doesn't necessarily mean that in the month of October that something is definitely ending. I feel like there's like this, it's coming, you know, like it's almost like in October, people are kind of seeing where things are heading, you know, and I feel like Aries, you're seeing that. You're seeing where something is heading. You're seeing this move in another direction. And I feel like you're making kind of some preparations to move in that direction because you can just sense that something's coming. Make sure you rest. Make sure you find some time to kind of meditate is what I'm hearing with the Four of Swords. I think this is a good week for meditation. This is a good week to kind of recalibrate your energy. I'm kind of seeing that this past week might have been a bit stressful for you. So there's like a need for, I'm seeing like a reset of your energy. That's going to be really important as you're going forward. Let's clarify the King of Cups. So the King of Cups is someone who I'm kind of seeing like putting action towards what they want that will emotionally fulfill them. That's what the King of Cups is. Six of Pentacles. Okay, so there could be something here about meeting other people, networking and kind of making connections so you can move towards a desired goal is what I'm seeing. Something that will make you happy. Wow, Six of Wands, and you'll have a victory with that too. So that's really beautiful there too. It's kind of like you're going in search for your nectar. You're going in search for, you know, what you really want. There's something here with building stability, building your finances here, building something substantial for yourself. There's like a goal or dream that you want, and you're kind of setting out and going for it. Like you're making the connections, you're doing the work, you're collaborating with people, and you're going to find that happiness. You're going to find that victory. It's almost like I'm seeing this image of the hummingbird where he's like, you know, trying out different flowers, but then he finds the one that he really likes. So I'm kind of sensing that, like it's like being able to find what really works for you or hitting bullseye, you know? And then here we have the Four of Pentacles. So there's something here about needing to reflect and meditate and to think about something that has to do either with like a marriage or something about building some kind of stability for yourself or the people around you. There's something here that you're thinking about, I'm feeling with the Four of Swords. There's something that's on your mind when it comes to, could be like a relationship or a marriage. That's what I'm hearing. Yeah. It's a marriage, I feel like. Okay. Knight of Pentacles. So, or it could be something that you're building. Yeah, it could be something necessary to, I'm seeing kind of like you're wanting more, or maybe as a couple or a partner, like you guys are wanting more. So there's something that you're trying to build. There's something that you're trying to create. And in order to do that, it's like you're taking some time to plan out, to meditate, to sit in time of reflection, to kind of really get a good sense of where you want to go from here. It's almost like you're like wanting to move on from something, but not something toxic. It's just something that it's just like you're bored, or like it's up, like the time is up for it. Like doesn't really like resonate with you anymore is kind of what I'm seeing. So you're ready to move on to something else, and you're trying to put some things into place so you can get to that goal. Let's clarify the Death card here. Yeah, see, you're moving on. You're moving forward with something with the Death card. So a significant forward movement there. And I kind of feel like once kind of things are planned or in place, that you're going to actually move pretty quickly. There's you're going to move towards it pretty quickly, at least. It may take some time to build and create. But it's almost like the action that you're putting towards it will be quick, will be fast. You know, like you're going to just hit the ground running once you're ready to execute on some kind of idea or plan. Yeah. Okay. The Emperor. So kind of like taking charge and taking lead, pretty much is what I'm kind of seeing. Like you're ready to kind of take the reins. You're ready to take the reins of your life, and maybe even within the family, you're taking charge. Lots of hard work that's coming up for you. You're ready to work hard, I'm sensing also. So yeah, there's definitely something here about, you have like some ambitious goal, something that you're really wanting for yourself, or maybe for the people. I'm kind of sensing that there's other people in the picture. So, I mean, maybe there's like you're married, or, there's like a family you have to take care of. So there's something here about needing to really, like wanting to make something happen is what I'm hearing. Like you want to make something happen really badly. So this is beautiful forward movement cards though. There's something building here, and it's like, it almost feels like a gradual, this Death card feels very graceful actually. It's like, okay, I think I'm done here. I think it's time for me to move on to something else. So okay, Aries, it's a really good reading. I really like this week for you. I wish you the best of luck. Thanks so much for tuning in, and moving on to Taurus. Okay, Taurus, what do we have coming up for you October 11th to October 17th? What do we have coming up for you, Taurus, October 11th to October 17th? October 11th, October 17th for Taurus. Feeling stuck in a situation and needing to move out of it is what I heard. Okay, beautiful. Empress, I love that. I feel like this Eight of Swords is actually falling behind you. I have two cards here, Magician. Okay, so it could be a relationship here, because we have Two of Cups and Magician. There could be like a relationship you're trying to manifest, or something that's just kind of you're calling in or you're attracting. There's something really beautiful also that's coming in for you. It's almost like you're also moving out of maybe something kind of toxic, something kind of just that's making you feel kind of caged in. It's like, this is what it is. It feels like it's like you're stuck, but there's a way out. Just like the cage, like you could leave, but it's a little bit tricky, or it's a little bit complicated. But I do see that you're also kind of looking forward to the future though, because it kind of feels like you're not planning on staying in that space for long. It's just kind of the predicament that you find yourself in. But it's like, there you can kind of sense that there's something brewing or manifesting here with a relationship. There's something being created, something with like a divine counterpart. Like it feels like a soulmate kind of relationship, but there is something here about needing to, like, it's going to take some time. I kind of feel like it's going to take some time to really bring that into fruition. And I kind of feel like you are getting yourself out of a complicated situation first in order to really create some kind of, to feel like, it's almost like to feel like you're getting your energy back with the Empress card. It kind of, I'm hearing like you need your energy back. Maybe there was something that really drained your energy. There could have been a previous relationship or something that really just kind of sucked the life out of you almost, is what I'm hearing. Like it's just something that just didn't feed you, you know, it was just really draining. Oh, 8 of Swords. I need to know about the 8 of Swords. Yeah, Strength card. So I think that this might be something where it's requiring you to be very honest, you know, it's requiring you to tell yourself the truth, at least, you know. If this is not something that you're ready to really disclose to another person, at least kind of be in the space of telling yourself the truth, like being very honest with yourself about the truth here. Like, you know, maybe the reality of how you feel about something and how it's been affecting you. And I think sometimes the reason that can be scary, though, is because sometimes you're afraid that you're going to be the only one that feels that. Like there's not going to be that validation, and it's going to be hard to get your point across. You know, it's going to be hard to kind of break away that those binds. But you will, though. Let me pick another card for the 8 of Swords and Strength. What does Taurus need to know about the 8 of Swords and Strength? Yeah, see, you're going to move forward in what makes you happy. It's just going to, it's going to take some courage, you know, but you can do it, Taurus. You can do it. And I kind of see you're going to take your time doing it too. You're going to do it gracefully. You're going to do it very compassionately. You're going to do it in a way where it's mature. Because I really love that this is not like the Knight of Cups or the Page of Cups or something. This is the King of Cups, right? So the King of Cups handles situations maturely and knows how to like be sensitive to how other people are feeling and yourself. Like you're still honoring yourself. Like, you know that you need to go in this specific direction. But like, for example, if this is a relationship, it's like you're also being very compassionate towards, you know, how it's going to affect the other people in the picture or in the story. So, but this is good. I like that the King of Cups came up because, one, it tells me that you are going to move in the direction that makes you happy. You will. It might take a little bit of time. It will take some courage, but you are going to get there, and you're going to do it in a way where you feel like you're in your power. And that's going to be very important. It's just going to be, you know, something where it may like pull on that. It may ask you to pull on those reserves of having that inner strength and sticking to your intuition, not be swayed by other people, you know? Okay. What do we need to know about the Empress? And then we have the Empress, which is beautiful because this is a card of fruition, abundance, manifesting. It's a card of fertility, you know, being able to create the life that you want. And also, so is the Magician. The Magician is also about creation. It's about manifesting. So it's, yeah, King of Swords. Beautiful. So this is also having very good, like kind of having a really good strategy, being very authoritative, being very logical and realistic about something, and doing it in a very strategic way, which is going to be important for you, I think. So 2 of Cups and the Magician here. 5 of Cups. Yeah. Yeah. I kind of feel like there's something here about like a relationship or some kind of break in order for you to like create what you want for yourself, Taurus. I'm also seeing this as reflection. So I'm kind of seeing this as a reflection. I'm not seeing this as like other people being sad. I'm seeing this more as you're being sad about something, about a partnership. But it kind of feels like there's a renewal there. So it's like having to, this could be like a relationship. Let me pick oh, there you go. The Lovers. Yeah. So something about a relationship, and let me pick up those cards to see what that is. So we have Ace of Pentacles, Eight of Wands, and Three of Swords. Yeah. So, okay. So we're trying to create a new beginning. Very promising, abundance, and also leaving a situation. It could also be that there's some assistance and help coming in is what I'm seeing. There's going to be some divine assistance helping you, leading the way. So I'm hearing with the Eight of Wands, listen to your intuition, listen to those signs. I'm hearing like you're going to get lots of signs on what to do next from Spirit. And then Three of Swords. So yeah, there's some kind of heartbreak that I kind of feel like you have to, maybe from the past almost, or it could be, in order to leave, there may be someone else that ends up being heartbroken from it. So there's something you kind of have to sort through first, but then it'll kind of be easier to move on from there. But it's a tricky dynamic for sure. The Empress and the King of Swords. Yeah. So again, there could just be a lot on your mind. You're thinking about a lot of things, needing to plan. Take your time, take your time with how you want to go forward in this new path. It's going to be important that you plan things out. But I do kind of feel like, I really felt like with the Eight of Wands that there's some kind of a divine assistance that's coming in that's going to help you really create the life that you want in the way that it should happen in a graceful way, as graceful as you possibly can. Let's pick a guidance card for Taurus here. Yeah. Extremes. So kind of, that's another thing. It's like, just take your time, go slow. Don't make rash decisions. Just have the ideas. Like even in that moment, like if you're totally 100% sure, just write it down and sleep on it. You may find that you feel a little bit differently the next day. And if you don't, that's fine. That's great. That's how you can be 100% sure, So it's like, just take your time. Don't make a decision just based off of like extreme emotions or overreacting or, these kind of heated arguments between people. So it's like, take your time and allow things to cool and make calm, cool, calculated decisions after they have been well thought out. And, there's been a lot of discussion about it and that kind of thing, because you want to make sure that you're moving in the right direction in the right way. So that's going to be very important as well. So very interesting reading this week for you, Taurus. It's going to be, I'm hearing you got your work cut out for you is what I'm hearing. So I kind of feel like there's a lot of moving pieces that you need to sort through. And, but I do see that you're kind of breaking out. You are breaking out of something like that's something you want to do, something that hasn't been serving you and something that you're not happy in. So that's going to be important. And then at the same time, you also have the Eight of Wands, which is, moving into or allowing a divine assistance to help. There's going to be some assistance here. Listen to the signs and listen to like those confirmations that you see throughout your day to kind of help you to feel like you're, that you're being supported and Spirit's watching over you. So, okay. Best of luck, Taurus. Thank you so much for tuning in. Moving on to Gemini. Okay, Gemini, what do we have coming up for you this week of October 11th to October 17th? What do we have coming up for Gemini, October 11th to October 17th? Seven of Cups. Okay, lots on your mind, thinking about things, planning stuff out, coordinating things. There's just a lot on your mind. Making choices, decisions. Magician. Okay, so there could be something that kind of, it's like you're sorting through something, something has come to your attention or you're trying to plan something out. Something important, maybe. Wanting to create something, wanting to manifest something here. Clarifying card for Seven of Cups. Kind of feels like your mind is a bit... Okay, so it kind of feels like there's something that's confusing you or something you can't figure out, and I kind of feel like you may kind of reach some kind of conclusion or some kind of resolution, something that's been on your mind, something that has been... You might find some clarity with it or a solution. Two of Pentacles. King of Pentacles. Beautiful. Okay, so it kind of feels like there's something here. Kind of feels like there's a decision around work. You may be choosing between two jobs, and I kind of feel like you're going to pick the one that, you know, brings in a lot of money for you or a lot of abundance or security for you. I really kind of feel like you're going to make the right choice. There's something, it really feels like you're making a choice or a decision between two jobs is what I'm seeing, and or like moving between two places, but it will affect your income or your wealth in some way. Magician. What do we need to know about the Magician? Yeah, again, King of Pentacles. So there's something here about needing to create your wealth here. There's something, I'm really kind of sensing there's like this long-term job or something that gives you long-term security. And I really feel like you're going to pick the right one. Like that's what I'm seeing. You're going to pick the right choice. I'm seeing like a new home and being able to, it's like I'm seeing like the money will just kind of flourish and it'll kind of just come in here. Let me just pick one more here for you, Gemini. It was a pretty clear message this week. So, what is Gemini's final outcome for this week? Gemini's final outcome for this week. Seven of Wands, interesting. I kind of heard that this is about kind of breaking away from some toxic patterns is what I saw. So this is about learning your lessons from the past. This is about having the strength to move forward. This is about setting your boundaries. This is about strategy. So this is something about like, it's almost like you have some hard lessons that you had to learn. And there's something here about like breaking out of some kind of cycle or some pattern. And because of that, you'll actually end up with much abundance and much wealth there for yourself. So that is the message that I'm hearing or sensing here. Wow, really beautiful. Okay. Okay. Guidance card. Trust. Yes. Okay. So trust that there is like this plan. It kind of feels like you're trusting your instincts too. There's something that you know deep within your intuition. There's something that you know, something you're able to tune into, something you're very sure about, very intuitive. I'm seeing very, very intuitive. Like you're psychically picking up that this is the right direction for me. So yeah, so trust your instincts. It kind of feels like there's a decision you need to make, but I see you making the right one. And it's based off of your past experiences and something that you know, like, it's kind of like, I know how this thing works. I've been here before and I know now to pick this instead of this because this has a better payoff than this does. So that kind of thing. So trusting your instincts, and it has something, I feel like it has something to do with money, career, or like a move to somewhere. So very interesting, Gemini. I wish you the best of luck with that. This seems like a pretty good week, actually. I think that it's like you got control of it is what I'm sensing. Like you have it kind of figured out. It doesn't really kind of feel like you have the Seven of Cups, but I don't think you're that confused. I mean, Seven of Cups is just having lots of options and knowing which one to pick. And I kind of feel like you know exactly what to pick. Like you have your eyes set on the right thing because you know from experience. So, okay, really cool, Gemini. Good luck this week. And thanks for tuning into Cancer next. Okay, Cancer, what do we have coming up for you this week? Interesting. Ooh, Ten of Swords, worried about something. I'm hearing something about like worried about where you're going to go next. Yeah, it kind of feels like there's a move or something coming up. And you're kind of like, you're done with the place. You don't want to live there anymore. I don't know. I'm seeing that. Yeah. Okay. So wanting to move, wanting to change, wanting to kind of do something different is what I'm sensing. And then there's a 7 of Pentacles here, which is like, you know, looking at your, like what you have and, like wanting to make an investment in something, or I'm kind of seeing like wanting to shift locations. I'm seeing that really strongly. So there could be something where you're kind of confused also, maybe like where to go or what to do, or there's something here about, yeah, something here about that you're kind of worried about, or you're maybe overthinking it. It could be something that you're overthinking or not really sure what what's the right move for you. Okay, clarifying card for 10 of Swords. What's the clarifying card for 10 of Swords? Clarifying card for the 10 of Swords. Oh, interesting. It could be something about like a new relationship or someone worried about someone. You could be worried about you may have someone who is like a child in your life that you're worried about is what I'm seeing. Someone that you're worried about a child. It could be your child or another child. Worried about, I feel like you're worried about something here. Interesting. Let me pick out another card here. Yeah. Needing to start over, needing to kind of, I like the Ace of Pentacles. It's a good card. It's a card of new beginnings. It's a card of potential prosperity. So there's something here about, this is a hopeful card. I like this. This is a hopeful card. So there's like an opportunity for like a new beginning here. But I kind of feel like there's something about a kid, something you're worried about a kid here, Cancer. Interesting. Okay, let's keep going. 7 of Pentacles. 8 of Wands. So assistance. I'm seeing some assistance come in. There's something here about I'm hearing like financial aid or like some like financial assistance coming in, something where you need help. There's something about money that you need help, maybe having related to a kid, like you need to pay for something for the kid and you don't have enough. And so now it kind of feels like you need a new beginning here. And then there's money coming in is what I'm seeing. It's very clear. It's like all the pieces just fit together. Okay. The Magician. What do we need to know about the Magician? Oh, interesting. Okay. Beautiful. All right. So emotional happiness, within the family home, within the unit. So there's something there about needing to create some kind of harmony there. Some kind of emotional happiness there. Okay. 7 of Pentacles, 8 of Wands. What do we need to know about the 7 of Pentacles and 8 of Wands? What do we need to know about the 7 of Pentacles and 8 of Wands? 9 of Cups. Beautiful. I love that. So this is wish fulfilled. So yeah, there's some kind of like money assistance coming in. There's some kind of joy and happiness that comes from, it's like a relief is what I'm saying. Like is what I'm hearing is what you'll feel relieved, or you feel like, oh, thank God that, we got that figured out, or we got that settled, or we got that. I feel like there was some kind of worry about money. And there's something about having that get like squared away. And then there's kind of like, or I like this, the Magician and the 10 of Cups, because there's kind of like this beautiful fulfillment, kind of feeling like really happy in the home, really feeling like you can kind of create some stability. There's like some good news or some like wish being fulfilled here, feeling like you won at something and feeling like there's some peace. Peace in the home is what I'm seeing. Like the worry is gone. So it may start off with like these worries, like that's kind of like something that's been ongoing, and then it's like starting to phase out, like that energy is phasing out. So it's like the end of, I'm feeling like it's an end of like a difficult few weeks, or it's been like a difficult few months, and there's like some ending to that now. Like it's starting to, that energy is starting to shift out of your field, Cancer. Okay, what do we need to know about the Magician and 10 of Cups here for Cancer? Yeah, so there might be something here about, like you might need to move. There's something about, I feel like there's something about moving here for you, Cancer. So you may be moving, kind of like wanting a new start, like a fresh new start with your family, like picking up and moving is what I'm seeing. Like there might be some area where you're now, and there's like, you're just kind of done with the place and you want to move, like you and your family want to move somewhere else and just kind of have like this new fresh beginning is what I'm seeing. So yeah, time for a new beginning there. Guidance card for Cancer, please. The week of October 11th to the 17th. Wisdom, yeah. So you're kind of, it's almost like you're going to the next level. You know, you're ready to upgrade. You're ready to move on to this new chapter in your life that's kind of elevated. You know, it's like you're done with the lessons that you needed to learn in that previous chapter, and you're ready to kind of like move on to a new dimension or like a new height is what I'm seeing. So Cancer, you're going to be elevated to like a new height in terms of even your spirituality, or just like the way that your life has been progressing. It's like there's this new dynamic or paradigm for you. Like it's going to look different, feel different with different kinds of people than what you've known before. So it's like you're moving on to another like life or world almost. So that's really exciting. I really like that, Cancer. Very beautiful reading this week. Thanks so much for tuning in. Moving on to Leo. Okay, Leo, what do we have coming up for you October 11th to October 17th? Leo, October 11th to October 17th. Queen of Pentacles, beautiful. I'm hearing like some independent, successful business. Like there's some kind of successful business that's really bringing in some fruition, or like there's like some really significant groundwork that's being laid down is what I'm seeing. Like there's I'm seeing like some big project or some kind of big, and it's like there's some really significant progress being made there. Interesting. And it doesn't feel like something small, like it's a big deal. I don't know what it is though. And it's like a long-term project too. Like it's something that may take years, or it's like a very, it's like a business that will sustain for years. Yeah. That's what I saw. Oh, interesting. Okay. This one, please. Let's do that again. And then with the Hanged Man, this is about, I'm hearing the word patience and kind of letting go of the control or how things need to turn out. Yeah. So, and also just being very aware, having great perception over, you know, some of the demands or some things that need to be done, putting your like what you need to do over your emotions in place there. Queen of Pentacles. Need to know of the Queen of Pentacles. Need to know of the Queen of Pentacles. There's something about cultivating here with the Queen of Pentacles, like you're cultivating something significant, something very abundant something nurturing. Wow, beautiful. And then we have the Star card. So something that you really want to manifest, something that you really want to take to the stage. Some of you also might find that there's something that you've been working on for a long time and you're starting to get recognition from it. Like people are starting to notice, or they're taking notice of that. Like you're finally being recognized is what I'm seeing. And it's something that you've been working on for a while, and just kind of like holding on to the faith that it's going to work out or things will fall into place someday. And I kind of feel like that's kind of starting to happen. I kind of feel like you're starting to be noticed and be seen for all the work that you've done. Something about, really bringing in your expertise or what you know about something. It kind of feels like there's someone, like somebody like you, there's something that you know really well, like you're a master at, and you're being acknowledged and recognized for it, which is really beautiful. So Hanged Man for Leo. What do we need to know about Hanged Man? A Fool. Interesting. Okay. So it kind of feels like you could be, I'm hearing the word upgrade. So there's an upgrade coming in for you. Yeah. So we have, okay, so here it's like, there's some decisions and choices that you're needing to make that will help you move forward in the right direction. The Hanged Man and the Fool is I feel like you're kind of transitioning into the next stage in your career, and that will help you. There's something about needing to kind of allow some energies to just shift, because it's like you're starting off on another journey now. Like you're kind of going into the next stage, or you're going into the next phase in your life, or into the next stage of your career, where it's like going to require a different version of you, or it's going to require you to learn some new things, or to use the expertise or the things that you have learned and cultivated, and kind of level up there. In your career is what I'm seeing. Like there's something here that you have spent years like refining and learning and understanding. And now it's like you're coming into a place where you are going to be ready to start showing off some of those skills, or start putting it out there, executing what you have learned and putting that into practice. So it's going to require that of you. So what I'm hearing from Spirit is take some time actually to rest, to let go of expectations of yourself. Because there's like this new path that's coming in for you. And I almost kind of feeling with the Two of Swords, that you could also be kind of overthinking something. I think I kind of see you in your mind a lot. And there's something here about overthinking something, and that may actually stall you a bit. So I'm kind of hearing a message here for you, Leo, to take some time to rest your mind, calm the nervous system, take some time to meditate, to try to get your mind off of things, maybe distract yourself for a little bit, just to clear the mind, because it feels kind of crowded or cloudy. So there's like a need for maybe like a crown chakra or a third eye kind of clearing there. So that's gonna help. And that's really interesting, because you just got the Hermit card just fell out on my lap. So that's the card of reflection. It's spiritual retreat. It's kind of looking within and trying to kind of assess and figure some things out for yourself. So let's pick out a guidance card here for you, Leo. Guidance card for Leo. Yeah, surrender. See, it's so interesting. Because Hangman is often the card of just like letting go and allowing things to happen. Or this is not really like the time for movement yet. It's like the Chariot, it's like it's being stalled at the moment. There's something here about you needing to like just take a second to recalibrate, to rest, relax, and also kind of almost detach yourself, because you've worked really hard, Leo. Like you worked on something very hard. And then now it's like Spirit is saying like it's time to kind of just take a break and just take a second to just chill and like allow the energy to settle, so then you can go into this next stage in your career or in your work refreshed and with a clear mind. So beautiful, because there is something here about like the energy will pick up again, you know, like you will need to kind of move forward again with this Chariot card, but it kind of feels like right now there's like there's some kind of congestion up in the mind space, like you're thinking a lot about stuff, and so I'm hearing like it's something that you're going to need to just clear out the energy there. So that is your reading, Leo. Thank you so much for tuning in, and moving on to Virgo. Hi, Virgo. Welcome to your weekly reading. Let's see what we have coming up for you this week of October 11th to October 17th here. Okay, Ace of Pentacles. Very nice. New beginnings. New projects is what I heard, Virgo. Focused. I see you kind of losing yourself in it, though. Yeah. You're kind of just like losing yourself in the work. Something that you're just like super focused on it. Something, and it's something new, something different that has caught your interest. Middle of the week for Virgo, please. Middle of the week for Virgo. Yeah, see, new idea. Okay, so lots of pages, okay, so we have pages and aces here. So there's like something different, something new, something that you're discovering, playing around with, trying to figure out. Okay, towards the end of the week. Two of Wands, yeah. So some kind of choices that you need to make here. Okay, so this is pretty nice. Okay, so there could be something here where there's like a new idea, a new career. I'm seeing some of you having like a new project for work that you need to work on, and so there's kind of some research that needs to be done. I'm kind of seeing like an interior designer getting like a new contract to decorate a house. So you're kind of like going to the brainstorming table and trying to plan out how you want to decorate it and what kind of features you want to put in, and getting in an idea of what the client wants, that kind of thing. So there's some creative energy here. There's something needing to plan out, to map out how you want something to be, and then you're gonna present it to the world. Like there's something, you're showcasing your skills or showcasing your talents for something there, Virgo. Clarifying card for Ace of Pentacles. The Emperor, yeah. So there's something that you want, and it almost kind of feels like it's it could be like a big project, or you could be the leader in the project. It could be something where you are stepping into more of a leadership role here. Yeah, and look, we have the Queen of Pentacles too. Yeah, kind of feels like you're taking charge of something. You could have been promoted, and it's almost like there's something where you're showcasing your skills, your talents, and it's like impressive. It's something that like you really are good at, something you're very talented at. And so I'm seeing that like there's something here that you're presenting, you're using that, your expertise and showing it off, which is beautiful. I love that star card, which is great. Judgment, beautiful. So star card is the card of being in the spotlight, so you could be really noticed this week, something that you're doing, something that you're putting out there into the world, something that people really resonate with is what I'm hearing, Virgo. And it could be something it could even be something that you're speaking. It could be, expressing some kind of truth or putting yourself out there and expressing yourself. And that's something that will attract some kind of attention to you this week, Virgo. So if you're thinking about doing that, this is a good week to do that. But there's something about you displaying or showcasing yourself and being met with, really good reviews or really good, Oh, look at that, blossoming, beautiful. Yeah, awesome. This is a really successful week for you. Very successful. You're in a leadership position. You're feeling good. You're getting acknowledged. You're getting recognized. There's something that you're very talented at. I can sense it. I can feel it. And there's really good potential here. There's very good potential for growth, for more exposure is what I'm hearing. So exposure, getting your name out there, getting recognized for something, which is really gorgeous. I love that. You're blooming, Virgo. I love that. I know it's a little bit of a shorter reading, but it's just so, it's pretty straightforward and simple here for you. So I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much, Virgo, for tuning in. Moving on to Libra. Okay, Libra, what do we have coming up for you this week? October 11th to October 17th. What do we have coming up for Libra this week from October 11th to October 17th? October 11th to, okay, 7 of Cups, King of Pentacles. Okay, you're in your thoughts a lot. You could be confused about something. King of Pentacles. King of Pentacles, I feel like, is you, Libra. Someone who's usually pretty grounded, I kind of feel like. Something has caught you off guard. Something has confused you. Knight of Wands. There's some kind of passion. Page of Pentacles. Something that you're interested in, something that you're wanting to cultivate, and something that you're wanting to nurture and grow is what I'm seeing. And I see you kind of going towards it. Like I see you pursuing it. Yeah, something that you want to, I'm hearing like the word nurture or grow. Something that you want to get to know, something you're curious about. And something that's like sparked your passion or your, like there's like this fiery energy towards it. Oh, interesting. I love this. It's a Lover's card. Very nice. This fell out on the floor, by the way. Sorry, when I put this card down here. So it could be a relationship. It could be someone that, let me pick one more here. It could be someone that, you know, you're interested in, but I love the Lover's card though, because the Lover's card is it's a significant card. It's like a significant union of two souls. So, and it kind of feels like that these two souls are like complementary to each other, you know, like it could be that it's like the opposites attract kind of thing. Like one person is a dominant in one thing and the other one is dominant in the other. So there's like a really good balance between the two. So there's like really good potential there for this. Very promising. I love the energy. Okay, let me pull out some clarifying cards here. 7 of Cups. What is the confusion? It feels, what I'm feeling is with the 7 of Cups is like there's something that has brought clarity to your mind about something. Like you're seeing something clearly, actually. 7 of Cups usually shows up when we're confused, you know, and then there's something going on in our minds and we don't know what to choose. But I'm kind of, oh my goodness. Which ones do I pick? Okay. These 4? Okay. So that's lots of cards here for the 7 of Cups. Okay. So, for the 7 of Cups, we have the 10 of Wands here. Also the 6 of Pentacles. Let's see if I can move these. This one came out as well. Oh, the Tower. Interesting. Okay. The 6 of Pentacles. Oh, interesting. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm hearing lots of messages. And then you also have the 7 of Wands here. I'm just going to put these around the 7 of Cups because these all kind of fell for the 7 of Cups here. Okay. So it really kind of feels like there's some really big ending that's happening because we have the Tower card here. But it kind of feels like, there's something here about, it's become a really heavy burden. There's something that has kind of taken its toll on you. And it's something you're trying to break out of, is what I'm feeling. The Seven of Wands, this cup is about learning your lessons from the past and like setting your boundaries. And it's also about like knowing how to make the right moves based off of your past experiences, like learning from your past. And there's something here also, for some reason with the Six of Pentacles, I heard like business deal or like contract. Like there's some kind of contract or business deal that maybe is coming to an end or something that's coming to a close. And it's just become really heavy. Like it's become kind of toxic. It's become heavy. It's become like, it's lost its charm. It's lost its, not even charm, actually. It's almost like it's just over in the sense that like, it's like on a spiritual level or on a soul level, you can kind of feel like our contract is over, like we don't have anything else that we need to do with each other. Like there's nothing else we need to fulfill. Like we're done with the project is what it feels like. So it could be a business contract. It could be something where, you were working on a project or a long-term project with someone and now it's kind of finally like over. And there's almost like this sudden realization that, it's time to like move on to something else. And it feels like also with the Seven of Wands in this, it feels like you're breaking out of something. Like this Tower and Seven of Cups feels like, you're realizing something or you're seeing something clearly. And it's causing you to want to break out of a prison that you didn't realize you were in. Wow. Yeah. It's that's really interesting. It's like you didn't realize you were in it. And this Tower and Seven of Cups is causing you to want to break out of that. Very interesting. Wow. But then you have the beautiful Lovers card over here. So there's something new also kind of blossoming on the side, something that you're wanting to cultivate, but it's like still in the beginning stages, but it's something you're very passionate about, something that you really are interested in. Let's see, King of Pentacles. I feel like you're the King of Pentacles, Libra. So what do we need to know about the King of Pentacles? Yeah, you're on a new journey. There's a new beginning here for you. Let me pick one more. What is this new journey? I'm sorry. Okay, Two of Cups. So there's like a new relationship coming in for you, I think. Or new partnership, something. Could be something about like, I mean, sometimes when I see this card, I just think of like, it's twins, right? So like twin souls and like entwined together, and it's like that's coming together, and then there's something, and it's like we have to cultivate it and bloom it and grow it. So there's something happening here. Feels something like it's something special, actually. Okay, let me clarify the Knight of Wands, the Page of Pentacles, and the Lovers. I don't think we really need a clarification for this, but I'll just pull one just in case. Just for the heck of it. Okay, Knight of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and the Lovers for Libra, please. What do we need to know about the Knight of Wands, Page of Pentacles, and the Lovers? Oh my goodness, wow. The World. Yeah. It's like you're in like this, really big ending. There's like a really big ending coming up for you, Libra. And I don't know if you feel that already or if you, don't have like a sense of it yet, but there's something really big coming in for you, like a really big ending. And I feel like, but there's also like other stuff that's starting to bloom underneath, like as you're kind of processing this ending as well. So yeah, I think that Like this doesn't, I'm sorry, but I know that we have the Tower and like there's some other cards here that would kind of seem intimidating, but I like the feeling that I'm getting. Like, I'm not afraid for you. I feel like you have something really beautiful on the horizon. So it's like, there's just something I feel like is kind of done. Like it's kind of turned just like so heavy, you know, and it's almost like doesn't even make sense anymore. So it's like, it's over. Like there's some kind of contract for some reason with the Six of Pentacles, it feels like there's like this contract that's over, you know, there's something that's done, that's over with, we're done kind of thing. Like we don't have anything to do with each other. It's not like a one person leaving another person. If this is like a relationship, it doesn't feel like there's one person leaving another person. It feels more like mutually we're both like, okay, that's it. That's what we signed on for and we're over. We're done. So yeah, but it is going to take a little bit of like kind of strength to break yourself out of some kind of like heaviness or pattern there though. So that's going to take some time to process, but at the same time, there is like a really beautiful new beginning that's kind of forming in for you here, and an ending of a significant stage. An ending of a significant stage is starting something beautiful on another level, you know, like in another way. So there's like a beginning and an ending happening at the same time here. So, wow, beautiful, Libra. I like this reading. This was nice. Let me pick out a guidance card here for you. Guidance card for Libra. What do we need to know for Libra? Guidance card for Libra. Guidance card for Libra. Oh, beautiful. Very nice. Yeah, you have a lot of abundance coming in. But you know what? I kind of feel like, Libra, this actually feels like more like happiness than money. I feel like it's not, I mean, not that you don't have money or money's not coming in, but it kind of feels like there is an abundance of like joy and happiness that are coming in for you. Like something that's going to make you really happy. And something that's going to feel like the life kind of like returns to you a bit. Yeah. Something like ready to finally be plucked. Like it's done growing and it's like ready for you is what I'm seeing. Like I'm seeing like they're showing me an image of like apple trees and like the apples are done growing. They're at their ripest and it's time to finally go. And it's almost like what I'm hearing is like, you had to be patient to allow these apples to grow on their own. And it's like you had to just let it happen the way it needed to happen without disturbing the process. So you pick it too early, then it's too sour. Or if you pick it too late, then it kind of turns like rotten, you know? So it's kind of like now is the time to pick it at its ripest. Like this is the time now. And so it's like, there's something to savor is what I'm seeing. Yeah. And so there's like this enjoyment or like this abundance or happiness that's coming in for you for that. Yeah. Beautiful. I love that. Very, very nice. Okay. Beautiful reading, Libra. Wish you all the luck this week. And, thank you so much for tuning in. Moving on to Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio. What do we have coming up for you this week, October 11th to October 17th? The Lover's card. Nice. Let's see what else we have coming up for you, Scorpio. Okay, Seven of Wands. Ooh, okay. All right. So, Scorpio, you are going through a major moment of truth, is what I'm feeling. And there is something about you needing to break out of something that you're in. But at the same time, it's something that you need strategy for. And I feel like that's what you're doing. I think that that's what you're focusing on. There is something about a relationship and your truth that is motivating you to get yourself out of some kind of situation or to put up your boundaries about a situation. There's some kind of guarding or shielding that you're doing for yourself because there's kind of some truths that are being revealed to you, something that you're telling yourself or something that you're realizing yourself. But it kind of feels like, it's like I'm not really seeing you say it. I'm seeing you more act it. Like you're making a statement by your choices and your actions of what you're doing. And you're not really like telling anyone what you're thinking or what you're feeling or what you're planning, but there's a lot going on underneath. And that's a very Scorpio thing. Scorpios are very much like that. They know so much, like they see like everything, right? And they're so good. You're so good at seeing into situations and getting to the core truth way before everybody else sees it or way before it comes into everybody else's consciousness. So it's like you are so good at like planning ahead of time. Like it's like when the animals move to higher ground before a tsunami hits, it's like they know before everybody else that there's something coming. So it's like that. And you're preparing for it. Like, without a shadow of a doubt that there's some kind of big truth about your life, about where you've been and the trajectory that you've been going in. There's some kind of illumination there for you. And it also has something to do with a very significant relationship, something that is divinely guided and something that is, I'm hearing, divinely protected. And it's been divinely protected the whole time is what I'm hearing. And I don't know what that means, but something that's been divinely protected the whole time. Okay. The Devil card. Interesting. It's a Devil card. Wow. So clarification for the Lovers and the Devil. Okay, so this could be like a third party situation. There could be some kind of like deception going on here. Something about like not being entirely honest, I feel like. Yeah, there could be like more than one person in the situation, I kind of feel like. Not saying that like you're cheating or someone else is cheating, but there's like more than one person involved, I feel like. It's like a party. Let me pick out one more and see what this is about. Three of Cups, the Lovers, and the Devil. Three of Cups, the Lovers, and the Devil for Scorpio. The Emperor. Okay, so I just think that for you, Scorpio, this is just something that you are going to need to like make some executive decisions on your own. And it's going to be something where like you can't really, I'm seeing you not really say anything to anybody about anything. Like I'm seeing you being very secretive, but it's almost like not because you're trying to deceive people. I think that it's like you're trying to figure some things out and it's like some things and And you're trying to, it's like you're trying to have control over, like, it's not control, but you're trying to make like an executive choice or be very careful with how you go about something. Let's look into the Seven of Wands. What do we need to know about the Seven of Wands here? Yeah, so kind of being divinely guided. I kind of feel like you're tuning into your intuition and you're seeing into a situation where it's like you're just trusting God, you're trusting spirit, you're trusting what the hits that you're getting. Oh, okay. Oh my goodness. So I just heard this as I was shuffling the cards to the Judgment. Okay, I heard interference here with the Devil. Okay, so what I'm hearing is this is not cheating. I heard that this is actually interference. Oh yeah, now I'm getting goosebumps. So this is kind of like there could be like some kind of union that wants to happen, but at the same time, it's like complicated because there could be that there's some interference, like maybe like family members don't want you to be together, or like there's some kind of like people with their opinions, or some kind of like interference, or I heard the word sabotage. So be aware of sabotage. Like that's why I think that the Emperor, what I was hearing, like be very discreet, because I'm not encouraging cheating. So if you're cheating, this is not, I don't mean that. I just kind of mean that if there's something that like, like you kind of have a plan for something, or you plan on, there's some, I don't know, like there's some kind of dynamic here where I feel like it's important to not reveal too much information, because it's like, you can't really trust the people around you. They're not going to have your best interest is what I'm hearing. So it's almost like you need to take more of like this leadership position and go off on your own and just trust yourself, and just go along with that. And don't ask for people's opinions is what I'm hearing. Like, don't ask for their opinions, because it's almost like someone might lead you astray. They may lead you down the wrong path or fill your head with thoughts. So it's kind of like, just be very, if you don't trust them, or you're not really fully, you don't feel like you can really tell someone something, or it's not the time. There's something here about like you might be wanting to do something, but because they're jealous or they want to sabotage your relationship, they'll discourage you from doing something is what I'm hearing. So with the Emperor card, it feels like there's something about being solo and being like a leader, like needing to just trust your own wealth of information up in your mind and taking that role and seat. And here also with the Seven of Wands, it's like you're being divinely guided to break out of something. You're like, spirit is instructing you, like it's time to move on to something, and you're breaking yourself out of like some kind of prison is what it feels like. Okay, the Judgment card. What do we need to know about the Judgment card here for Scorpio? So it kind of feels like, Scorpio, if you've been worried about money, I kind of feel like that's going to change for you here. Because with the Judgment card, it feels like there might be some kind of realization that you realize that something surrounding your money issue. So if you have been like struggling with finances, with money, with your abundance, there could be some kind of illumination or some kind of like truth that gets revealed that finally puts to rest this worry about money. Is what I feel. Like there's something about worrying about money, worrying about if you're going to be okay, if you're going to survive, if you're going to have enough. I kind of feel like there's something there about that's coming to an end or coming to a close, which is really exciting. That's really wonderful. I'm going to go back and pick a clarifying card for the Seven of Wands and the Hierophant. What do we need to know about the Seven of Wands and the Hierophant for Scorpio? King of Pentacles. Beautiful. I love that. Okay. Yeah. I kind of feel like you're just taking the lead, like you're taking charge of your life. Like you're kind of going full on ahead and you're wanting to build something that has like a long-term sustainability for you and for a family member, or like to, you know, like for a family. So you're trying to create like your own like kingdom or palace is what I'm hearing. Like you want your own abundance. And it's like, look at all this abundance, these flowers behind her. It's like she cultivated this. She created that. And it's almost like it's out of her own doing, her own imagination, her own creation, is what she created that massive amount of abundance for herself from, which is really beautiful. You have a lot of abundance coming in. Whatever you're working on right now, Scorpio, it has a potential for a lot of abundance. So keep going with that, because it's also so reversing. It's like reversing something here, some kind of money karma, or, you know, some blockage, something like that. Here it's getting reversed. Judgment, 10 of Swords, and 5 of Pentacles. Oh my goodness, beautiful. Okay, so King of Cups and 10 of Cups. Look at that. So King of Cups is it could be someone you know, that's in your life, or you're going to meet, that's kind of like this, has this King of Cups energy here. Okay, so it could be someone in your life that has like a King of Cups, someone who's very empathic, someone who is very emotionally like attuned to you. So like some of you could be married to a King of Cups, because you have the 10 of Cups here, which is oftentimes, you know, a dynamic in a relationship, in a marriage, in a long-term relationship. And you could be someone who is married to someone who's quite sensitive, who's someone who's emotional, who can kind of really like, is really tuned into their feelings and emotions. And something about here, but it kind of feels like there's something about money that's related to that. It's related to money, some kind of blockage or worry about money that has some kind of relation with this King of Cups in a significant partnership. And it kind of feels like what I heard with the Judgment card is like you're blowing something out of the water. It could be what I'm kind of sensing here, and this could just be really specific to like just, you know, one of you, but it could be that in your significant partnership, you could be feeling that there's a King of Cups character, and it doesn't have to be male. It's not gender specific. So just someone who exhibits the traits of a King of Cups, which is like someone who puts action towards what will make them happy in their life. So they're kind of, they're action oriented, you know, that's what kings do. They put into action what they know. And they kind of make things happen for themselves. So there's something here. It's like, I'm hearing like two different messages. One is that you yourself are taking on like a King of Cups role, where you're kind of you're taking charge of your destiny in terms of your happiness and what you want to see for your life in the future. And there's also something here about, you know, kind of feeling like you're tired of this dynamic of feeling like you never have enough and always worrying about money. And I kind of feel like there's something, it's like they're connected, like they're related. There's something about the relationship that you're in to your money, the finance issues, that they're like connected, and it kind of feels like you're ready to like dismantle that. Like that's ending for you now. So that's really significant. So there's something about money here. And there's something also about being discreet. Just kind of keep your plans to yourself is what I would say, and follow the guidance between you and God and your intuition or spirit or life, universe, however you want to call it. Just kind of stay focused on your intuition, and don't allow people to sway you in a different direction from what you know to be true. And I think that's really important. That's why I'm like really strongly feeling with the Devil and the 3 of Cups, that if like people know about your plan, or they kind of know where your head's at, then they're going to try to stop you, or they're going to try to sabotage it, or they're going to try to like manipulate the situation somehow so they can get what they want, is what I'm seeing. So just kind of keep your plans to yourself, and just kind of keep your, like, I'm hearing like keep your nose down and focus on how you want to get to your happiness almost, because it kind of feels like you're shifting out of a situation. it kind of feels like you're moving out of something. So, okay, Scorpio, I wish you the best of luck. Oh, actually, hold on. Sorry. Did not pick out your guidance card. Let's look into Scorpio's guidance. Okay, Scorpio, what is Scorpio's guidance for this week? October 11th to October 17th. Wow, beautiful. Yeah, your life is, it's blooming, it's blossoming, you're growing, and you're kind of, there's like this power to you. There's like, you're becoming powerful. And it's almost kind of feels like there's this independence to you, Scorpio, like you're really shining and you're not really like allowing people to dim your light anymore. Like there's no way back. It's kind of like you have realized something or seen something and you don't want to turn back around and go in that direction. Like you want to flourish, you want to grow, you want to bloom. So I love that. I love the blossoming cards, one of my favorites in this deck. So this is gorgeous. I love this. Own what you're doing. Be proud of it. Keep going. You're going in the right direction. You are going in the right direction. So yeah. Okay. Beautiful, Scorpio. I'm really happy for you. You have some really cool things coming up for you. But stay strong. Stay strong and stay discreet is what I would say. Okay. Thank you so much for tuning in. Moving on to Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius, what do we have coming up for you this week of October 11th to October 17th? Okay, let's pick the first card here. King of Swords. Okay. You're observing something. Like there's something that you're looking at. You're kind of trying to feel like you saw something or you're noticing something and it's like on your mind. Something you realized. Ace of Pentacles. Okay. Yeah, it kind of feels like you came into some kind of realization, like some kind of like aha moment. Sagittarius. Okay. And maybe you're inspired by something. Maybe you kind of had like this awakening, you know, and you're inspired by something and you're working really hard at it. You want to put in the work. There's something like your focus is shifting somewhere else. Like you're shifting your focus onto your work. You're noticing something and it's like, but then there's also like a new beginning for work here for you as well. Something you get, I feel like you get inspired. You're going to get inspired by something perhaps here. Or there's some abundance coming in for you as well with some kind of project. But let's look into the King of Swords. What do we need to know about the King of Swords here? Okay, King of Swords. What do we need to know? Clarifying card for King of Swords for Sagittarius. Okay. So it might be something okay, so you might have someone who's a Queen of Wands. So this might be a relationship or like some kind of relationship with another person who's a Queen of Wands or, you know, who has these traits. So King of Swords is someone who is very, thinks things through, you know, very analytical, logical, doesn't include emotions into how he figures things out. You know, he's very up in the mind. The Queen of Wands is someone who is very passionate, creative, fiery, brings a lot of life into the room, very like a go-getter, charming, that kind of thing. So that kind of dynamic is there. So whether it's you or another person, so it kind of feels like that energy is there. there. And then there's something that's confusing you about the situation. So something that is like, it's almost like you're noticing something, but you don't know what it is. And there's something off. So you can feel it. You can sense it, that there's something off about a relationship with the Queen of Wands, is what I kind of sense. I kind of feel like, Sagittarius, you are the King of Swords. And I kind of feel like there's a Queen of Wands around you that is kind of confusing you, or you like don't see something clearly here. Ace of Pentacles. I need to know about the Ace of Pentacles. Ace of Wands. Okay. Interesting. So maybe some new ideas are leading to a new beginning in your career, or in your finances. There's something like a new spark, like an idea. Yeah, there's a new beginning coming in here for you, Sagittarius. There's like you're kind of tuning into something different, something new, something you have been researching or studying for a long time, something that you have learned how to do for a long period of time. Like you've really honed the craft, and it's like you are ready to start off on something new or something different here. You're passionate, and it feels passionate. Like it feels like you're passionate about something. Something has sparked your interest, and you're like wanting to go in that direction. And then you have the Eight of Pentacles and the Judgment here. So maybe there's something here about being rewarded for your work. I feel like there's some kind of reward coming in for your work, your hard work, being acknowledged for it. Yeah, being acknowledged for it. Ooh. Yeah, a lot of opportunities coming in for you. There's a lot of assistance, help, opportunities. If you're someone who's like a business owner, I'm hearing like orders, if like you're getting orders are pouring in. So there's a lot of success coming in for you here, Capricorn. You're attracting, did I say Capricorn? I'm going to say Sagittarius. I'm sorry. Maybe it's a Capricorn that's in your life. Maybe there's a Capricorn in your life that is significant. I don't know why I said Capricorn. I wasn't even thinking Capricorn. Interesting. Yeah. Okay, guidance card for Sagittarius for the week of October 11th to October 17th. Extremes. Okay, so what I'm kind of hearing or feeling is that don't jump to conclusions. I kind of feel like your mind might spin things to like the worst case scenario, or like there's something like over worrying or overthinking something. So I'm hearing like just kind of try to tame, like pull in the reins with the thoughts. Like pull in the reins, pull in the energy back in. Because there's something here about like just needing to kind of recalibrate and needing to just like chill for a second, almost is what I'm feeling. Like there's something that may kind of you find upsetting, or you kind of feel like, okay, what I'm hearing is that you can feel that there's a shift and it's making you uncomfortable, is what I'm hearing. Things are shifting for you, and it's almost like you're not ready. Like that's what I'm hearing. Like you don't feel like you're ready, but you are. Let me pick one more guidance card here for you, Sagittarius. But yeah, it does feel like there's something happening for you, but it's like you don't know what it is, so it makes you uncomfortable. Like the Two of Swords here, like you're in the dark, or you're not sure. You're kind of guarded, kind of needing to think about things. You're in your head trying to figure something out. Yeah, see? Yeah, there's a new path opening up for you. There's definitely a new path opening up for you. And it's like, it's almost kind of feels like it's catching you off guard. Like you didn't see that coming. Like you didn't see this new path opening up for you, or this like new interest or something different. There's something different coming in for you. And I'm hearing that it might require you to travel. It might require you to travel. It might require you to go somewhere. And that makes you uncomfortable. Like you don't want to go. You like where you are. That's what I'm hearing. But it's good for you. Like you should go. These are the things that I'm hearing. So I'm not sure what that means, but there's something definitely moving into your life, shifting for you. And it kind of feels like, a little bit like, it feels like it's going to catch you off guard a little bit. But Spirit is requiring you to just trust that this is the right path for you, that this is good for you. Yeah. Okay, Sagittarius, I wish you all the best this week. Thank you so much for tuning in. And thank you everyone for tuning in to this weekly reading. And I'll see you for next week. Bye, everyone.